چطور بچه‌ها، من ایمان دوباره هستم. خوش اومدید به این ویدیو. امروز اومدیم که ببینیم توی یک آکواریوم یارو چی کار میکنه. اصلا پشمات میریزه. خب این یارو میاد توی یک آکواریوم یک جنگل درست میکنه و یه جوری خودشو خدا نمیدونم. قراره که ببینیم قراره چه اتفاقی بیفته و قراره که ویدیو رو قراره لایک کامنت قرار گذاشتم.
100 days ago, this forest was nothing more than a graveyard. But with time, it evolved through rain and fire. Watch as empires rise and predators fall. But the real question is, who can survive?
چه کسی میتونه زنده بمونه حاجی پشمام.
On day one, the tank was built from dirt, a log, and a fox skeleton from head to toe.
اوکی یه اسکلت هم گذاشت اونجا و فقط خاک.
Now, but where there is death, there is life.
عجب مرگ زندگی هم هست. چه باحال گفت. روباه استخونش فسیل شد.
The first plants began to emerge and they
همین الانش جنگل شد.
There were animals both big and
چقدر
small. The snails were the earliest signs of life and spend most of their time eating. Everything was at peace. Though this peace wasn't going to last for long. Plants were disappearing at an alarming rate, and not because of the snails. Something else was eating them. Something underground. They were taking over and destroying everything in their path. I needed a predator.
امیدوارم موقع غذا خوردن این ویدیو رو نبینید.
And hopefully she can keep their population
مار رو رفت بخوره. آها یعنی مثلا سری رفت دنبال کرم. انگار مثلا عملیات پشمام چقدر قشنگ رشد
میکنه. They are one of the fastest growing species on our planet and snails have emerged to feed. These mushrooms were not the only life within the log. Inside, there lies the beginnings of an empire. This is a queen carpenter ant, and she is raising her first batch of young. Each one of these larvae is going to become a loyal worker to serve her empire.
اینم یادم رفتتون بگم موقع غذا خوردن نبینید که دیر شد دیگه. ببینید دیگه تا اینجا دیدید یادتون میره چون دیگه بیاد ویدیو رو
could they live together? This slug, for example, had just laid a pile of eggs. She has to stand watch because other animals were out to eat them. Crickets. They were not only eating her eggs, but many of the plants too. Their population was quickly getting out of hand.
کلن بدبختا گیاها.
Until now, here is a male and female jumping spider.
زن و مرد اسپایدرمنی. برو پایین، برو اشغال کن، برو برگشتی به سیارت.
But the spider's vision is even better. They have eyes on the front and back of their head.
که اینطور.
With only one bite, he is totally paralyzed. It was time to enjoy.
چون دوباره دارم صبح ریکورد میکنم.
Now, life around the log did not go unnoticed.
چجوری پرید گرفت؟ درست این ذره الان دیلی دارم ولی میخواستم اون لحظه صحبت کنم که صحبتم رفت یه جا دیگه. کارگر به وجود آمد. کونکش کارگر افغانی مظلوم.
By day 50, the tank was completely overgrown.
آفرین آفرین. همه خوش و خرم در حال زندگی کردنه.
The plants were choking each other out. I needed something to eat them,
گیان همدیگر رو گاییدن.
The spike plate millipede. These large herbivores
از غذاتون
should eat
لذت
many of the
ببرید.
plants. After adding them in, they took refuge deep in the undergrowth. They explored the tank looking for a
چیزی
safe
نیست
place
بچه‌ها،
to
فقط
hide.
میخواد گیاه بخوره.
This one had walked right past a web.
اوه
A jumping spider nest.
اسپایدر جامپینگ.
This nest was built with one goal in
اسپایدر
mind:
پرشی.
to protect her young. For now, she closes off the door
در
and
ببر.
seals herself in.
باد میاد. پشمام چه باحال بس ولی.
Meanwhile, the slug eggs were about to hatch. At this stage, they were completely transparent and the babies were trying to find a way out. The first baby manages to break free and soon the rest follow.
آفرین الان قرار بمیری آجی. جیجیرک و ملخ و زنبور و کیرخر الان میان میخورنت. حالا ببین.
Clouds were rolling in and all of the animals needed to hide.
سرما وجودشو فرا
It could
گرفت.
only mean one thing. It was about to rain.
اوه بارون خدا. البته این الان دستیه ولی برید قایم شید.
Many of the animals gathered after the storm for a drink.
نوشه جون نوشه جون.
Even the worm snake
من
made a
هنوز
short
آب
visit.
نخوره آجی چرا اینجوریه.
By day 80, flowers began to
روز 80
Despite their beauty, not all life was balanced.
چیزی نویسش کو.
The jumping spiders were
مورچه
having
ها.
trouble
داداش داره
finding
میگه
food
جامپینگ
as the
اسپایدرز تو
ants
میگی مورچه
were
ها.
taking over.
وای این از
Inside
این.
their nest, an army was forming.
آها نه اوکی شد.
I needed to stop them. It was time to introduce a new predator. Here is a group of scorpions, and not just any scorpion.
Sub-Zero
These are wood
scorpion.
scorpions. They have powerful claws and a venomous sting. So, it was time to add them into the tank. I carefully lowered them into the
چجوری تونستی بگیری دستت اونا رو؟ اونا میخورنت. برو زندگی.
Most of the scorpions decided to take shelter. But this one had wandered into jumping
چقدر
spiders.
دولشون کوچولوه چیزشون.
He has no idea because he is nearly blind. His only option was to stand
تقریبا
completely
نابیناست
still.
پشمام. عقربو گفت دیگه. کسخل الان نیشت میزنه
She's
مین.
tasting him to see if he's food. As she begins to walk away, he moves.
عنکبوت خیلی
But
باحاله.
it looks like he got away with it this time. That mistake almost cost him his life.
من داره میگه
And
داداش
soon, day
مغزا
faded to
نیستن.
night, and they reemerged.
What the fuck?
They glow under ultraviolet light, so they can recognize one another.
پشمام زیر
In the
نور
shadows,
ماورای
there lived another mythical
ماورا بنفش.
the ornate harvestmen. They scavenge the dark
خرمن
terrain for
آوران.
whatever food they can find.
این چیه دیگه اوجی؟
By day 90, the dry season had come. There was no more rain, and
فصل
the
خشک
ground
فرا
began to
رسیده
dry
بود.
out. I carefully removed every last animal from the tank, but not for the reason you might think.
همه رو میگه جدا کرد از
Because on
تانک.
day 94, a dry thunderstorm was about to begin. A wildfire. it quickly began to spread.
آتش سوزی. بدبخت اسکلت حاجی روباهه.
Everything began to burn until every last plant was gone. Or so I thought.
یا اسکلت حاجی. بابا را گایدی بابا باشه دیگه بابا همش داری روش میکنی همش. دمت گرم و زندگی همینه.
From the ashes sprouted new life. The cycle was going to begin.
الان این سری مثلا گوریل موریل میندازه توش دیگه.
Here is another ecosystem I made and be sure to check it out.
بیا میگه یه ویدیو دیگه هم هستش. یهو چه سری خودشم تبلیغ میکنه. بچه‌های غذا داشتید میخورید نوش جونتون، خیلی خوشمزه بود میدونم غذاتون. و اونایی هم که توی کامنت ها بنویسید آقا شما چندشتون میشد یا نه، و اینکه غذا داشتید میخوردید یا نه، یا اینکه همون بودید یا نه، نمیدونم هر کاری میکردید بنویسید دیگه توی کامنت ها. دمتون گرم. ببین من اینجا دارم زحمت میکشم، خب الان لباسم هم آبیه، خب اون لباسش بنفش شد، من این ورژن دوشم. آقا تو رو خدا ازت خواهش میکنم کامنت بذار. آقا اصلا وایسا، اگه تو تا اینجا ویدیو دیدی یک عدد اسکورپیان بذار این وسط توی کامنت ها. همون عقرب میشه، منظورم همون عقربه. دمت گرم، مرسی.